Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Hey, hey, hey. Goodbye. I know to you Mitch apologists and you Mitch fanboys are probably hating that, and you're probably leaving your dislikes in the comment section. Go ahead, leave them in the comment section, because I don't give a damn! Now, listen. I may be in a good mood now. I may be happy. I may be overjoyed that finally the Bears and Matt Nagy realize, yeah, I think it's time to pull the plug on the Mitch project. I'm still not happy with what I saw today. Again, further evidence goes to show that I'm telling you guys. So, where are the the Bear fans that are overhyping? Well, what was our 2-0 record to 3-0 record? Oh, wait! If you really do buy into the hype of this team, I swearly hope you really, legit, believe in these guys to death and hold me accountable, because my freaking goodness, this team fucking sucks! Seriously. Atlanta! Listen, I'm just gonna say this. This was not more of a Bears win than another Falcons choke. This was more of a Falcons choke than a Bears win. You wanna know why? Because every aspect of that entire damn team today was fucking pathetic. The quarterback, in terms of Trubisky, played like shit most of the game. Well, really, the only two good things he had was the touchdown and the fucking 45-yard run he had. But after that, what happened? Nothing. Now, you're going to have some Mitch apologists, some Mitch fanboys say, oh, he pulled the plug. Nagy pulled the plug too much on fucking Mitchell Trubisky. Bullshit! Like every damn Bear fan who lost confidence in this mother effer, Mitchell Trubisky, we have seen enough. We have seen enough. I'm going to get my Mitchell Trubisky rant out of the way right now. And this is to the Mitch apologists. So, like I said, if you do not like what I have to say, screw me. Hate me in the comments. Dislike it. Say this guy is crazily ripping Mitchell Trubisky unfairly. I don't give a damn. You can hate me. I don't care. I do not care. So to you Mitch apologists who still think he needs a chance, fuck that. Fuck that. He's had his chance. Time and time again. For what? For what? Inconsistent to average play? Still overthrowing receivers when he could have overthrown it, got an easy touchdown, and we'd be up at 1 in halftime. Throwing stupid interceptions when we don't need that right now. And yes, can you say, well, Matt Nagy's not helping him out any longer? Yes, that's true. But still, you can clearly see that there was a different energy when Nick Foles got in the game. The team rounded around him, and guess what? When positive plays happen, they got it done. And for something, like I said, the energy looked different to me. Mitchell Trubisky is a bona fide backup quarterback in the NFL. I'm done with this. I am done with the Mitchell Trubisky experiment. I am done. So, if you Mitch apologists think he needs another chance, he needs to start week 4 against the damn Colts, you're fucking stupid. And if the Bears actually go back to his ass, I'm done. I'm done. No, I am done with Mitchell Trubisky. I am done. I've seen enough. I've seen enough. What is he going to give me that's no different from probably Nick Foles or any other average starting quarterback? Nothing. He's going to give me nothing. He's too afraid to pass the ball. Defenses don't even fucking fear him. There was a point in the game, the Falcons defense, which is the worst defense, one of the worst defenses in the NFL, we're not scared of him. We're not. And guess what? Mitchell Trubisky in the game? Does barely anything against a Falcons defense. The Falcons defense just falls asleep on Mitchell Trubisky one play, which was the 45-yard run. After that, what did they do? They pretty much handcuffed him for a majority of the game. Please. But when Nick Foles got in the game, yes, were there some things that he didn't do were good? Yes, I'm not going to take away. I'm not trying to clearly say that Nick Foles was the definitive better quarterback. But it was about time for a change. It was about time for a change. I said in a tweet, I don't care if Nick Foles stinks up the joint. I am done with Trubisky. I've seen enough. Time to move on. Go out there and go find you a quarterback in the draft, or go find a quarterback in free agency that you probably should have signed. Now look at it. Now you're looking at, oh wait, look, you see what Cam Newton's doing in fucking New England? Guess what? You probably should have signed him. And did the same thing. Jesus. I'm done with these Mitch apologists saying, oh, he got pulled way too long. No, fuck that. I don't care. I do not care. I know we have a bad football team. So if Nick Foles is bad, okay. I knew what we were going to get out of Nick Foles. But damn, Mitchell Trubisky, we had to watch this dude for 4 years, and really 1 year he's only done pretty good things. After that, he done much of nothing. I said it. I said it before and I'll say it again. For me, he had 4 weeks to get something going for me. 4 weeks to convince me he's some changed man. And like in week 1, what did I see? Nothing. But the Bear fans and the Mitch apologists wanted to target the fact that he had that comeback against the fucking Lions. Okay, can we keep it consistent over a number of games? Game 2, guess what? He has one good half, and then after the second half against the Giants, he's garbage again. And then in game 3, the Falcons, against one of the worst defenses he could play, he does nothing but get a 45-yard run. Yeah, he had 128 passing yards, I guess. But his overall big play was a 45-yard run, which he should have scored a touchdown off of, just to let you know. So, other than that, Matt Nagy wasn't impressed with what he was given from his starting quarterback. So, I don't care. Like I said, I started the video off by saying the nah, hey, goodbye, because he's done. He's out of Chicago. Jesus. I don't like to see anybody get benched and feel bad and look sad, but he did it to himself. He should have played better when he had his chance. He had his chances to get the Bears back in the game, and he blew them. Nick Foles, honestly, you can argue that dude should have had 5 touchdowns. Maybe 6. But Nick Foles comes in there, throws damn near 3 touchdowns, moves the ball down the field efficiently on a bad, Falcons offense. Something that Mitchell Trubisky couldn't do, other than really the exception of the first 2 drives, and then that 145-yard run. Nothing much I saw out of there. The running backs played all right. They were fine for the most part. Offensive line, for the most part, until the comeback, really, they played like shit. There was one play from one of the offensive line where, Nick Foles was in the game. They were clearly sending a blitz. And what does Bobby Massey do? He gives up on his guy who's clearly, trying to rush the passer. And he goes to try to help David Montgomery block his guy when David Montgomery kind of has a pretty good, decent block on one of the defenders. And guess what happens? Nick Foles takes the sack because of it. So for a majority of this game, until really, like I said, the comeback, the offensive line played like crap, and they let the Atlanta Falcons defensive line literally do whatever they wanted, which actually pissed me off even more, because I'm like, this is a bad defense. You should not let these guys beat you up. Because there was a point in the game, the Atlanta Falcons defense had swag, and they were taking it to the fucking Bears offense. I'm not even fucking joking. Another thing about the Bears offense that was starting to piss me off more. Oh, wait, maybe I should be Dan because shit. Maybe maybe we do need some more wide receivers. Because damn, our wide receiver core is fucking terrible when it comes to catching fucking balls. I kid you not. And this was the reason why I said, Nick Foles should probably have 5 to 6 touchdowns this game, or we should probably have won the game in a massive blowout. Nick Foles coming into this game. We had 2 opportunities to get 2 touchdowns, which we would have probably taken the lead and literally finished the Falcons off a long time ago. But what happens? Oh, wait. Nick Foles throws the ball to Allen Robinson, and for the second straight week, Allen Robinson wants to be a bitch and let a cornerback essentially take the ball out of his hands. Now, I do respect what Allen Robinson did. He made that play up for what he did later in the game by literally not wanting to go down and go fight for a touchdown, which he scored to cut the lead to a 3-point lead at that point in the game. And like I said, that made up for that. But I'm sorry, I'm just going to say this. Allen Robinson, I love you. I want you to get paid. And I really do want you to get paid. But at the same time, you have some Bear fans questioning, okay, you want to get paid. Don't let these DBs rip the ball out of your damn hands for a contested touchdown or a contested catch. That needs to stop. That's 2 times in a row you have a damn DB I ain't ever even heard of in my life before. It ain't like he's up against Jalen Ramsey or a Stephen Gilmore. He's up against these nobodies I ain't never heard of. Some dude from the Giants and then some dude from the freaking Falcons, I think called Denard, which was that guy who ripped the ball out of Allen Robinson's hands. If I'm leading to believe that you want your money, I need you to freaking not let the ball get ripped out of your hands for touchdowns. Because if we had scored that touchdown at that point in the game, that definitely would have gave the Bears much more confidence. And hell, the comeback might have happened sooner. Anthony Miller was the another guy who dropped another pass. Can I just say this? I think we should all give him a nice nickname, Butterfingers Miller. Because every time I see this guy try to catch a ball, more than 9 out of 10 times he always drops him because he's got butterfingers. I just don't know. He dropped a clear 4th down touchdown. Like, come on, man. You can't hold onto the ball. Get the possession of the ball. Just put it into your chest. But no, he catches the ball but loses the possession of it and let it hit the ground. And then guess what? That's overturned. And just like Allen Robinson, he made up for his touchdown miscue by catching the ball and making the touchdown to give us the lead. So I'll give credit where credit is fucking due. I just need you guys, specifically you two, and the rest of the receiving corps to go out there and catch fucking balls. Or how about this? Catch fucking footballs. I told you, I'm being legit off the radar. And like I said, if you don't like it, you don't like it. Too bad. Anyways, that's another thing. Nick Foles, my thoughts on Nick Foles to get out the way. 1, I was happy to see Nick Foles finally put in the game. Should have been the starting quarterback from day 1. Takes him 3 weeks to finally realize Mitchell Trubisky's not working. That's 3 inconsistent performances from Mitchell Trubisky. Just gotta say that. Just gotta say it. Nick Foles, he had 3 touchdowns and 1 interception. Like I said, he should have 5 to 6 touchdowns, no picks. Well, yeah. Now, there was only 2 things that kind of pissed me off. 1, now, the one miraculous play where it ended up going through like 3 damn Atlanta Falcons and Jimmy Graham still caught the ball. We were extremely lucky on that play. Nick Foles was extremely lucky. And if that was picked off, I guarantee you there would have been Bear fans ripping the hell out of Nick Foles. But hey, that happened. He caught it. Let's hope he does not try to do that again. Please and thank you, because on that play, I saw Allen Robinson literally running, in the middle of the field, wide open. But hey, that was a play I didn't like. And then in the red zone, even though we did get a touchdown later on, which was a simple, easy pass, to Jimmy Graham. He threw it to his outside, I think, left shoulder, and it ended up incomplete and an uncatchable ball for Jimmy Graham to make. Yeah, that was the only really bad things I saw. Other than that, he seemed fine to me, and it looked like I was getting what I was going to get out of Nick Foles. I was like, okay, a quarterback that was efficient when put in the game for us, and one, he did something more than what Trubisky did. Now, hold on to the ball as long enough, unless he had to, but, he got in there. If there was something he didn't like deep, he checked it down. He made the plays, and instead of going for the big plays, guess what? He went for the short, sweet little plays, and guess what? Let his playmakers do the dang job. The tight end group, Jimmy Graham, he had, I believe, like 2 touchdowns. So I thought Jimmy Graham actually played pretty well. I'm going to be honest. He played pretty well. If you ask me, next to Nick Foles, he's probably up there with Bears MVP because he did give us 2 touchdowns. And I personally thought Jimmy Graham played fairly well. This is why we brought him here, for the red zone targets. And like I said, hopefully by the time his deal's up and he leaves us, Cole Kmet can be that type of player for us as well. I do want to see more Cole Kmet playing as well. We drafted him to be the tight end of the future. I would like to see him develop more into a tight end. So again, like I said, maybe he's learning under Jimmy Graham and learning the things, and Jimmy Graham teach him, hey, this is what you should do and stuff like that. And hopefully that turns into something good. Okay. Now let's get to the eggs and biscuits. I did my ranting on the fucking offense. Actually, I'll go to the coaching staff for a bit. Matt Nagy, man. I don't know, man. I don't know. Sometimes I feel like I just feel like Matt Nagy, more 9 out of 10 times, is coaching to lose his job. Because some of the times, I don't even know what the fuck he's calling. Like, literally, I do not know what the F he's calling 9 out of 10 times. And it legit pisses me off that this man does not know how to coach a game in terms of putting his team in positions to win. And also not having his fucking team ready to play a team that's probably hungry for a victory, coming off a very bad, blown game they had. And you just stroll up in there, let your guys stroll up in there. Oh, that's the Atlanta Falcons. They ain't going to do nothing. They're one of the bad teams. They're 0-2. They don't got to win. Yada, yada, yada. That's on the head coach for not having his guys prepared. He should automatically be like, listen, guys, this team is going to be hungry to go out there and get a win today. They're wanting to get a win and show us up after what they did last week. Speaking of coaches, I should see Dan Quinn should honestly be fired. After that, that's 2 weeks in a row he's blown a lead. 2 weeks in a row. And it looks even worse, the fact that you were owning the starting quarterback, and it was so bad they had to bring this backup quarterback in, and the backup quarterback wins the game for the other team. So Dan Quinn should actually be fired. And yes, I know, he had a lot of injuries this game. He didn't have Julio Jones, thank God. But, still, he probably should be fired. But again, like I said, Matt Nagy, he's on the boat. He's on the bandwagon to probably get fired too, because he ain't doing anything special. So maybe 2018 was a facade year where those things actually worked out for us because, it was something new that nobody's seen before. Now it seems like 9 out of 10 times people have Matt Nagy's fucking number. Chuck Pagano as the defensive coordinator. What the fuck, dude, are you calling? Sometimes I question what the hell this dude calls to set up the defense, which it's leading me into the defensive thing. What did I say, guys? What did I say about this defense? This defense has not impressed me. I said it last week against the Giants if you didn't hear, so check out that game recap if you didn't hear me. The Chicago Bears defense, the way they play, they're not playing like a top 10 defense. They're playing like either the 15th ranked defense to around the 20th area. The Chicago Bears defense, yeah, it's not good. It's not elite like the 2018 defense. And I don't think we'll ever see a replication of the 2018 defense. Honestly, I'm dying to get that type of defense again. But this Bear defense is not what it is. To say that we barely got any... Now, we got pressure on Matt Ryan. But we barely freaking sometimes converted that into sacks. I don't know. I think we had like 3 or 4 sacks this game. I don't know. This defense has not impressed me. And you want to know why? Because first play out of the gate, what happens? Like a damn near 75-yard pass play to fucking Calvin Ridley on the first play. I saw that and I was about to damn turn my TV screen off, or my laptop off, since I was watching it off there. I saw that and I was like, how do you let him go behind you like that? And then it was bad enough because my dad was with me in the time and he said, oh, Julio Jones wasn't even playing too. And that's when my mind was like, what? So you're telling me this. The Bears defense for a majority of this game was on its fucking heels without fucking Julio Jones. I just want to bring this up to mention. I don't even want to know what happens if Julio Jones played that game because the Falcons might legit blow us out. And the game might have been over by the third quarter. So, I guess you can say the Bears yet again, which I say the Bears are the worst 3-0 team because it's 3 straight weeks. Well, we played poorly and somehow came back. And 2 of the weeks, guess what? Last week, the Giants didn't have Sterling Shepard or Saquon Barkley, and they almost came back and beat us. This week, the Falcons defense takes a lot of defensive losses in this game, as well as the fact is, the Falcons on offense didn't have Julio Jones. So again, tell me why I should be overly excited about a 3-0 Bears start. This doesn't feel good. This doesn't feel great. And when we play a really good team, we're going to get exposed. And I don't know if you can consider Indianapolis or the Colts a good team, but I would probably say they're a decent team. Then who is after that? Oh, wait, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. With Tom Brady, Mike Evans, and the crew? Oh, please. Unless they play bad because, Tom Brady looks like he hasn't got on the same page with his new team. We're probably going to get blown out that game too. Again. Or how about I say this? Another good team on the schedule we'll see is the LA Rams. We're going to get... I almost said a wrong word that I should have said. We're going to get destroyed by those guys because they almost came back against the Bills. If it wasn't for the Bills getting a lucky pass interference, the LA Rams win that game. Anyways, as I was saying, this defense ain't good. Like, seriously. I feel like sometimes we get no pressure on the quarterback. And then when it's time to get down, sometimes we get that pressure and we finally do it, which again goes to Chuck Pagano's thing. The thing was stop the freaking passing attack from the freaking Falcons. What do you think you should do? Oh, wait, maybe you should blitz. And 9 out of 10 times, every time the Bears blitzed, we ended up getting to Matt Ryan. Where was more of that instead of staying back in zone coverage, which, okay, we're in zone coverage and we still get beat deep because our secondary is Swiss cheese. Literally. If Julio Jones was there, my God, I probably would have actually been probably more upset at the defense. But like I said, this defense isn't good. This defense is not good. I hate to say it. I love the defense. But if our hard hat is supposed to be defense and they're still getting carved up by a team without Julio Jones and still making Todd Gurley look like LA Rams Todd Gurley. Come on, guys. The defense needs to pick it up. Like, seriously. Just wait till we play a really good quarterback. We're going to be carved up by Swiss cheese. I'm waiting for that Packers-Bears game, and Aaron Rodgers is going to roast the ever-living shit out of us. And I won't be shocked. Will I hate it watching that as a Bears game? Yes. But our defense is garbage, to be honest. It's like an average defense that is extremely overhyped. I said it. I said it. I said our defense is overhyped. I think us Bear fans, we need to admit that maybe the 2020 Bears defense is overhyped. They have the talent to be one of the best defenses, but when you put it out on the field, it certainly as hell doesn't look like it. But again, I will say, credit is credit where it's due to the defense. When they needed to get stopped and locked down to give the ball back to the offense, they did that. Now, that's to the detriment of the fucking Falcons because the Falcons, instead of fucking running the fucking ball, which, haha, still kills them back from the time of the damn Super Bowl, they want to fucking pass the ball all the time, which stopped the clock, which helped the Bears get back in the damn game. So I don't know why the fucking Falcons didn't continuously running the ball. It was working effectively on the Bears too. They probably should have just kept running draw plays because the Bears could not stop that. Another thing on the defense. Man, it really pains me to say, but we really should have probably, well, not pains me to say, we probably should have just let Danny Trevathan walk because that guy sucks for us, man. We should have just put all our money into re-signing Nick Kwiatkowski. Because Jesus, honestly, at this point, go for the younger, better player. I love Danny. I really do. And I think they only did that in spite because his arm injury suffered last year, but Danny Trevathan played really freaking well. And I don't even think we have even Kevin Pierre-Louis. Kevin Pierre-Louis last year did a pretty good job. So, you know, we probably should have put our money towards signing one of those guys instead of Danny Trevathan. And that's been the one thing Bear fans have been saying, like, Danny Trevathan's fucking trash this year. That's what happens when you want to go with fucking old man over the younger guys. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, man. Anything else I can say about this fucking team that I haven't already said? I think that's all I can say. That's all I can say. The only other bad thing I hated was the fact was the refs were fucking shit in this game, too. Like, there was 2 times that there were 2 really bad roughing the passers. And those 2 times, I'm throwing my hands in the air by saying, how are those roughing the passers? You can't do nothing about it. One of them was when Khalil Mack tackled Matt Ryan down to the ground. The ball was already out of the fucking hand. It was a fumble. And one of the defensive linemen accidentally, because he's trying to go in for the quarterback, hits him in the face and hits him in the helmet accidentally. But you're telling me you cannot let up? Or the rest of us trying to expect me to say, oh, let up and guess what? No, stuff like that. When the ball was already in the hand, the Bears actually created a turnover there that would have gave them really good field position. And then just like, oh, roughing the passer. Huh? And then another roughing the passer. You know, Akeem Hicks, you know, he goes in and they almost get to him. And then Akeem Hicks, you expect a big man his size to freaking slow up? No. He brings Matt Ryan to the ground, and that is a fucking roughing the passer. They really need to change that rule. I'm sorry. They need to change that rule. They're doing that to cater to quarterbacks, and it's really starting to piss me off now because it makes no sense. You're telling me you can try to have a defensive lineman try to stop. If they're about to get to the quarterback and make the tackle, as he gets out the ball out of his hand, how are you going to slow that momentum? You just can't. I can understand if a freaking, like, 4 or 5 seconds after the ball is out of the air and the receiver's already run with the ball, and you see have a D lineman just take out a quarterback, yes, that's roughing the passer. But what the hell are these roughing the passer calls? They really need to change that rule going to next year. I really don't like the roughing the passer rule. I really don't. It's starting to really tick me off. Now you can say, well, it's the rules, whatever. Another penalty I didn't like, because I just felt like this. The refs did not want to call any flags on the Falcons. They really did not want to. They really didn't. You want to know why? Tariq Cohen actually went out with a damn ankle injury, and it looks like he broke his damn ankle. And guess what the freaking Falcons said? Or what the refs said? Oh, because a Falcons player was pushed into Tariq Cohen, that is no penalty. But I thought the rules were you can't even touch the fair catch user and bring him down to the ground. But that's not a penalty. On top of it, Tariq Cohen got hurt. And that's not a penalty? Okay, refs, I see how it is. Finally, the refs finally called some calls against the Falcons. Jesus. Sometimes I think the refs have some kind of vendetta against the Bears. I guess another thing I can say about the Bears that I didn't like was, where was the, the number 40 patch on the Bears jersey? I just want to say that because Gale Sayers this past week passed away. You would think the Bears, in a way to honor him, would have a 40 patch on their jerseys. Now, maybe they couldn't, maybe they didn't do that because they weren't home. So hopefully for next week, because they're going to be in Chicago, I believe. I believe they're going to be in Chicago. I'll have to look that up. But can they, or when they go back, can they make the jerseys have the 40 patch to honor Gale Sayers? Or wear a freaking 40 sticker on the back of their helmets, please and thank you? Like, honor one of your greats, please and thank you. And it would also be nice if we could wear white on white. I'm just saying that. That was another thing that kind of ticked me off. Mostly not the white on white, jersey thing. More the fact that we didn't have a 40, a number 40 patch. We really should have that. Like, if we don't have that next week, I'm going to start criticizing the Bears organization. Pay your respects to this man, please. Put him on your damn jersey. Jeez. The Cardinals did it for one of their players that passed away. Do it for us. Thank you, Bears organization. Thank you, McCaskies. But in my closing sentiment to talk about this Bears game, the Bears are the worst 3-0 team. And also, they are a bad team. A bad 3-0 team. That in 3 games, they needed to barely squeak out a win. In 2 cases, had to come back on a bad team and win. And in 1 case, had to legit fight for their freaking lives at the end of the game. Also 2 times, fight, their way to win the game on the defensive side where it comes down to 1 final play. Yeah, that's a bad team, guys. The Bears are not a good team by any chance. They are not a good team. And if you really think they're a good team because they're 3-0, more power to you. But this team is not good. This team is not good. They're not consistent to play consistently throughout a full game. And that's what pisses me off more than anything. Because I know this team can play better than what they've given us the last 3 weeks. And again, I'm going to ask for it. Will it start week 4 against the freaking Colts? We'll just have to find out on Chicago Bears Z, and then, that's really it. That's really it. Again, there's really no takeaways I got to say this game. It was more a Falcons choking again than a Bears win. And like I said, for the Falcons standpoint, shit. Heck, I'm a Clippers fan. Thank God I'm not no damn Falcons fans because I'd be literally pissed. Because that's 2 times. I wonder if they'll pull a Clippers and do it 3 times. Already bad enough that the damn Lakers are going to the NBA Finals. Yeah, from the Falcons standpoint, I just got to say this. I don't know how you cannot fire Dan Quinn. You got to fire Dan Quinn after that performance. If Dan Quinn is not, fired by, the end of the day, I don't know what that says. But yeah, your Bears are 3-0. Somehow, we should be 2-1 after this game. But okay, the Bears are 3-0, and hopefully starting forward, Nick Foles is the starting quarterback going forward. And like I said, if you're going to ask me the question, well, if Nick Foles plays bad, should he get the starting? Should he get benched and then go back to Trubisky? Hell no. Because guess what? Why go back? Why if Nick Foles playing bad, you go back to Mitchell Trubisky? Why? Because you're just going to get the same thing you're going to get from him. And it's just going to be a rotating thing. Personally, I just say this. I'd rather say tank and get a high draft pick and use that draft pick on a quarterback coming out this year. And get it right this time. Anyways, yeah, that's my thing. So I talked about the Mitch situation. If you don't like my Mitch, comments, okay, then guess what? From me to you, fuck off. I don't care. I've seen enough. Thank you, Mitch apologist. And again, I made my point proven. So I'm the one with the big fat smile on my face, along with every other damn Bears fan that have been calling for Mitchell Trubisky to lose the damn job. Anyways, I'm gonna get out of here. At least I can do my homework in peace and happiness now that the Bears won. But these guys freaking, I feel like I'm gonna get a heart attack just eating a lot of fatty foods. These guys are gonna give me a heart attack just watching these guys. Can they play better and consistent for a majority of the game? Please and thank you. My heart freaking hurts. Anyways, if you guys like this video, leave a like. Or dislike if you don't like my Mitchell Trubisky stance. I don't give a fuck. Like I said, fuck off. If you really love Mitchell Trubisky to death, I don't care. He's gone, guys. He's done. Put in the comment section your thoughts on this Bears win. Your thoughts on the Mitchell Trubisky benching. Did you like it? Did you hate it? Or were you just ready or waiting for it to happen? As well as hit that subscribe button to get more Chicago Bear content. Other than that, we play the Colts next week. And I believe the Colts are 2-1. I don't know. I think they're 2-1. Yeah, it's gonna be something to see. It's gonna be something to say. Now, okay, I'm gonna have to get in. I think I said I was gonna do game previews. I think this week I will definitely do game previews. I gotta find a right date to do a game preview. So yeah. Anyways, like I said, I'm gonna get out of here. Hopefully you guys are having a great rest of your day as Bears fans, because I know I am. Now I gotta go do my freaking 2-page paper homework that should have been taken care of a long time ago, but whatever. Anyways, I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna catch you guys in the next video. So till then, guys, hopefully you guys have a great rest of your day, and peace. And also, bear down. Thank you, guys. Catch you guys later.